What's up, everybody? Hey, this is part two in the LinkedIn series, building out your profile. If you missed part one, don't sweat it. You can start here and then just go back and watch part one later. Not a big deal. You didn't miss much. But we're going through the LinkedIn profile from top to bottom. And now today we're going to talk about the About Me section and then maybe a little bit more depending on how fast we get through this area. But without further ado, let's pull up the profile and just start talking about it. So in this video, we'll talk about the About Me section. So when you create your LinkedIn profile, might as well refresh this real quick and show you what it looks like from the get-go. Because when you're scrolling on a profile, no matter whose profile it is, your own or somebody else's, it's only going to show you a little bit of the About Me section. So when you're crafting this, you don't have to be, a writer by trade, but you do want some type of hook or at least the important information up front. Because if I'm coming across your page, I'm looking for your type of talent, and I don't really like what I see here, chances of me clicking see more pretty low. So you want to make sure that you're always thinking about what that recruiter's doing and what they're trying to look for. So here we go. Look at here. I help veterans and high performers translate their past experience into their next mission. So my expertise is in career transitions, so career pivots. You're changing careers, or maybe you're stuck in your career trying to figure out what that next career looks like. That's my primary focus area. But as a career coach, I help all sorts of people. It doesn't really have to be that, but that's my main area. I was in the Army, and now I do military career strategy. And, obviously now someone that is looking for my type of background, my type of service, they may want to go ahead and click more. So when you're building out this section, just have that in mind. You also want it to be broken up in nice, small, digestible chunks. All right. So when I look at some people's profiles, it's just like a big blob, and it's okay to use AI to do this. I'm not saying just come up and write it all by yourself. You don't have to do that. There's a lot of cool tools that make this easy and simple, but you want it in nice, small, digestible chunks because a big blob, big paragraph, I don't want to read that. So this is real easy to skim. If you want to bullet it out, go ahead and do that. And then when you're looking at your profile, like come back up here, orange dots, orange theme, orange or diamonds, and then all through my profile, I keep that consistent theme. So that's a little off topic there, but think about that when you're building your profile. It just looks better, it's clean, and it shows that you put in the effort for your personal brand. Is it gonna get you 12,000 more calls? No, probably not, but it does look better. So you can continue through this. This just talks about my background, what I do, who I help. I got my Clifton strengths on there. You don't have to do that. It's just something that I did. I got the link to the YouTube channel here, the link to my newsletter here. That way, if maybe somebody is not ready and they just want to, professionally stalk me or kind of get information on whatever they need in the background without having a conversation with me, hey, they can just go there, not a big deal. And then I got some credentials here, right? So like, just graduated the Bush Institute through their Veteran Leadership Program. I've got my certified career transition coach certification. And I've taken some public speaking classes, and I do some instructional training in public speaking. So like those are things that that I do that I've done. So if there's important things that align with your career path and the work that you do, go ahead and add those things, right? If you've done, 10 different types of training in the military or different certifications from a past career that are irrelevant for what you're going into next, don't add them, right? It might just confuse people and they're not really sure what you're trying to do with your career. You want it to be very clear what your background is and what you're trying to do. This section here, your top skills, this is something that is also important to add. So in the recruiter side of LinkedIn, they have all these different search features and tools that they use to find talent. So some of those things include keywords and skills. So when they're posting jobs and they're looking through their job recs, those jobs have skills listed in them for, what they're looking for. So if you have these skills listed on your profile, it helps you stand out as a candidate that they would want to talk to. So you want to think about the skills that make sense for your career path in the direction that you're going. Um, we still got another minute or so. I like to keep my videos short so you got time to just get what you need, make those small corrections, and move on with your day. So I want to talk about the featured section real quick of your profile. These are just important posts that you can just link here that you've done in the past that you just want in this area. So as I pump out more YouTube videos, maybe I'll link a few here. That way people can just quickly go get that content that they need. But these are important posts that did well, that have an important message that I want to have linked here. That way, as people are coming to my profile, they can quickly see these before anything else. So just something to think about. If you've got a newsletter like me, you can have your newsletter link there, or YouTube videos, or your portfolio, or whatever it might be. This is a post right here about networking at a job fair. You can see I'm at a job fair. That post did pretty good. So it's just an area where you can showcase you and what you're all about. Um, Other than that, you got your activity right here. It just shows like your latest post. You can set this to whatever you want. So if you do a bunch of video content, you can set it to just have your videos. Whatever, your newsletter, and then it's got like your activity and your followers. And you can even create a post here, which is kind of weird because you can do it at the top of your profile too. But that's about all for this video. I don't want to overwhelm y'all. I'm going to make another video where I go a little bit further. We'll talk about experience, education, and volunteering in the next video. But as always, take what you need from these videos and go implement it, right? These are easy little steps to make you stand out and have a better profile that's going to do better for you. This is not an overnight success thing. It takes time. I've been working on my profile for over 10 years, and the last 5 years, I've been really working on it hard. So it takes time to do this. So don't think like you do these updates and then tomorrow you get your phone's ringing off the hook. Probably not going to work out that way. If it did, that'd be awesome. But just reality and expectations probably not going to happen. But if you need support, please reach out to me. Happy to hop on a call or talk through a situation with you. If you got ideas for other videos that you're struggling with, you want to learn more about interview prep, salary negotiation, whatever it might be, resumes. Oh, I hate resumes. But we can make videos about them and we'll go from there. But hope you like this. If you didn't see part one, go watch part one. And if not, let's move on to part three.